BetOnline is your number one source for all your betting needs. Get the latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club. Y'all know who it is. It's your main man, Ken Clark. And we're back with another interview. We got another guest in the building. Big man in the middle, man. Douglas Fowler. What's up, Dougie? What's happening, baby? What's up with you?
Doing good, sir. How about yourself?
Oh, man, I can't complain, man. Welcome to Tiger Talk, man. Finally got a chance to sit down with you.
Yeah.
Shout out to D. Corey C. Been working, man, putting the interviews in. I had to come on in and tag out, man. We got a lot. We're trying to get as many of your teammates on as possible, man. How's everything going for you, brother?
Everything been going good, like past few months and stuff. Running smooth.
There you go. There you go. So I'm gonna just jump right into it, man. Right off the bunch. Mississippi, man. Jackson, Mississippi. You made it to Jackson, Mississippi. Tell me what you think. First thoughts.
It's hot, man. Hot.
Oh yeah, it is hot.
Other than that, I ain't gonna lie. I like it. It kind of reminds me of home just a little bit. The vibes and everything.
Yeah. So what's home? So tell everybody what's home. Where you coming in from, and how long have you been in the cities? But first off, what's your hometown?
Yeah, I'm from Florida, Central Florida, Denver, Florida. Like 45 minutes out from Orlando or something like that.
Okay.
Out of high school, I went to Dodge City Community College. Did 2 years there. Then finally, in the past spring, I just transferred here. Just trying to make a difference.
There you go, man. Dodge City, man. That's a very, very reputable JUCO. I played JUCO ball, but not talking about me today. But so I always have a respect for our JUCO kids, man, because I understand the grind that comes with it. Everybody thinks, man, JUCO is tough, man. It ain't, hey, you make a man out early, but
yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it's tough, man. But not too far from Orlando. D. Corey C. Actually, he's out there most of the time. He has a home out there, but nevertheless, man, you say you transferred in the spring. Let's talk about your recruitment process. Straight out of high school, you went to Dodge City, did 2 years. Obviously, had a really good career there. But let's talk about your recruitment process to Jackson State. Coach that reached out to you, kind of how that went, some of the conversations. Let's get into some of the meat and potatoes of that.
Yeah, so like basically how that went, like I just randomly got like a DM from the offensive line coach here, Coach J.O.
Okay.
And saying he was looking for me to be a Tiger and things like that. Say he think I can make a change to like the group and things. So I'm like, yeah, maybe so. So like we got in touch, had a quick talk, and then like it was over from there.
Okay, now you got to expand. Did you take a visit? Did you take
a visit?
Yeah,
I took a visit. I took an official visit. Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, when I first got here, I was like, whoa, like it's crazy. Like I'm really out here in Mississippi. I was like, it's a real country out here. Like, I wouldn't think of it like that.
Don't do us like that now. Come on.
Yeah,
now.
I got to the airport. I was like, hey, this airport is small. I step outside, I feel like I'm in the country.
Now I gotta say this though. You flew out of Orlando?
Yes, sir. No. I flew out of Wichita, Kansas.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so you're in Kansas. That's right. But no, Orlando is one of the big. That's a big airport, man.
Yeah,
so if you're used to that type of flying in and out,
yeah,
Jackson Evers International Airport is not that at all.
Yeah, but once I like got into town and stuff, like going to the hotel and things, like it was a pretty cool ride and stuff. Like, yeah, it it's a vibe out here. But then we got to dinner and things, and that's what like it really set me in to like the vibe out here, and
Okay.
like I was gonna like love the future of being here.
Okay. So when you had the dinner, were you joined by some other teammates that
Yes,
eventually
sir.
committed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who'd you take your visit with?
I took my visit with running back here, Irvin Mulligan.
Oh, Irv. Okay, you came in with Irv. Nice.
Yes, sir.
Had a chance. I had Irv on. We had Irv on Tiger Talk. I had a chance to interview him. I'm happy to see him. Come in, transition in from Wofford, and that's what's up, man. Keep going, keep going. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I took another one with Jaheim Hazel, Solomon Rogers.
Oh man,
Like
that's a
cool
solid
people.
point. So who in the group of everybody that you just mentioned? Because we got to get all of them on Tiger Talk. You know what I mean? We got to get all of them on. I know Solomon. We got to get everybody on. But
Yeah.
did you guys make like a group decision, or was it just kind of individually based off
I
of?
mean, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It was a pretty much group decision. Like we locked it in. Like us coming here, we got to be able to change things. So
Yeah,
it was
that's
like this group is gonna be like it's gonna be a good support for the team.
yeah. I mean, one thing I got in common is all East Coast guys. I know you from Florida, but I think Hazel was I think coming over from Wofford, and you had Solomon coming from Charlotte. Um, that's pretty cool, man. That's good stuff, man. So when you outside of just coming on with your current teammates, like what exactly did you talk to Jo? You don't have to give too much, but let's talk about some of the stuff that you and Coach Jo talked about that really made you say, you know what, Jackson State is the place for me. I want to be a Tiger.
Really, it was like a lot about like just talking about football wise, like how would I be a good asset to like the offensive line for real as a unit, like what my role could be and things like that, like the things he brought me in for.
Yeah. So now that you have actually made the commitment, you make the transition, you move over to Jackson, you go through spring ball, now entering fall camp. Talk about have you become acclimated? How do you feel about the decision, and kind of how you feeling as you get ready to get started into the season?
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I made a good decision coming here. Like again, acclimated wise, like it was like a quick turnaround. Like I ain't gonna lie, it was tough at first, like coming in like during the summer, but it
Yeah.
got easier as time went on, and like these days now, everything's just like it's all about just getting better.
Right, right. Once the pads come on, man, and it's about ball, everything else kind of, for us that's in the media, it's we spend what 8 months, man, just finding stuff to talk about. Of course, we cover other sports, but in the South, man, football is religion, man. So football is that thing that everybody get excited about. And now that we're this close to it, it's like, all right, now everything is going to tend to settle on down, and now we're going to get to talk about some ball. But let's talk about the fans, though. How has the fan support been in your transition to Jackson?
It's been real cool. Like I've been having a lot of people like really supporting me, but like people I don't even know for real. So it's like, hey, they got this much support me. That means like I'm meant to ball soon.
Absolutely, absolutely. And let's talk about Coach TC. How has your relationship been with him and being on his leadership? I know Coach TC is kind of what we call he's super intense, but he's a silent assassin, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, but let's talk about it from your vantage point. Of course, you got your position coach, Coach Jo, who came in and joined Coach TC's staff. But let's talk about the head coach. What's your thoughts on TC and kind of how your experience has been with him?
Coach TC, he a real cool guy for real. He ain't like he hard. Like when it's time to work, he hard for sure. But like
Yeah.
other than that, like he a real cool dude. Like I give him good respect. He gave my good respect.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now you on the offensive line, man. I think if I had to do a poll, I would say that has been the one question that everybody has asked myself, Corey, Zoe. How's the offensive line? How's the offensive line? Because as well. You're on the front line, man, and the offense goes as you guys go. Talk about the camaraderie and the work you guys have been putting in, and how do you feel about how your offensive line going to do in the 2023 version of Jack State Football Tigers?
And I feel like up front, like I feel like we've been like progressing real good, like these past few weeks of fall camp and things like that. So like really, up front leads the way. So like the work we put in, like the chemistry we all got with each other, like it can really like put us on top to be like the best group in the conference.
I like that. I like that. You're playing center, right? Center or guard. Which let's speak a little bit about the role. Have you played center? Were you playing center at Dodge City or?
No, sir, I wasn't playing like this. Is my first year playing center.
Oh wow. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the transition. How's that been, man?
It's been a little rough. I can't lie, but like I've been catching on quick. Like I'm starting to like learn everything real fast. I'm starting to master it a little bit, just a little while. Since a little while I've been doing it, but it's been going good so far.
But prior to being a center now, like what particular position were you? What specifically at that you felt the most comfortable at?
I was playing guard.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, and similar to Evan Henry, who's your center teammate, was playing guard last season. He transitions, but that's pretty interesting, man. Like I said, I played some center, man, in like middle school, so I do understand the role. But this is why this is how we got there. The person who was playing it was having a rough time trying to get the ball snapped. And I was like, Coach, I can do it. And people don't really understand the center is really the engine of the offense, really, because you got the ball every play you touch the ball. Every play on offense you touch the ball. If it's a bad snap, it's your fault. You know what I mean? But not only that, you have to snap the ball, then you got to hurry up and get your head up so you don't get knocked out. So the mechanics of being a center, how has that, like, have you done any extra work outside of practice to like really hone in on your craft?
Yeah, I've been working on like getting my snaps down, like at least like 10 to 20 snaps after practice perfectly. That I gotta get after every practice just to like master that. For real.
Yeah. Oh man, that's good stuff, man. So did you enroll in summer, or are you getting ready to enroll for the fall? Like how's that going?
Yeah, yes, I rode in the summertime.
Okay, so yeah, so you're going to transition. School starts the 21st, right? Was that
Yes, sir.
next Monday? So
Mhm.
basically, you transition right on in and good to go with school and everything. What are you majoring in, bro? Let's talk about a little education real quick, and we'll get back to football.
Right now, I think I'm majoring in business management. That's what
Okay.
I'm going over in my last school, for real, focusing on.
Okay. Any major difference? I know obviously you was in Wichita, Kansas at Dodge City, and now you're in is Dodge City in Wichita? Or is you just
Nah, Dodge City
you
is
had to
like,
fly out of Wichita?
yeah, it's like in the middle of Kansas.
Okay. Okay. So like, wait a minute. You left the middle of Kansas, you came to Mississippi, and you called Jackson Country. Come on now.
Dodge City, like that's like the Wild West. It's like when you see the tumbleweeds go past and things like that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
It's like that.
yeah,
Man, let me tell you something, man. On another day in a different setting, we're gonna sit down and exchange some JUCO stories, bro. Because trust me when I tell you, I ain't gonna mention it, but Holmes Community College up north, Goodman,
yeah.
Mississippi. All we had, man, when I was in college, was we had a service station in the school, man. It was like two corner stores and a bunch of trees, man. It wasn't a lot up there. So I trust me, I definitely get it, man. Now that you getting ready to roll, how do you feel about the season, man? You getting ready to head over to the Big A, man, to the A, and as we get ready to face South Carolina State in week 0. How do you feel about that game? What's your thoughts on the preparation for that game?
And I feel like right now we getting locked in for real. Like we just gotta focus in, look over the report, things like that. Just hone everything in on that game for real.
Yeah,
Like,
I love to ask the players that are new to Jackson about their first time home experience in the vet, but we're going to start off on the road, so it's a little different. But not only are we on the road, but you get to go to your home state of Florida in the game number 2 versus FAMU,
yeah,
and then we'll head down to Baton Rouge to play their team in BR. We don't say their name, and then we finish up with Texas State. And then we'll catch Bethune over here for the first home game, man, which is going to be fun. So let me ask you this, man. For those that don't know Douglas Fowler, we like to give measurables. We like to ask, his specific height and weight, and kind of get some playing style. Kind of some offensive linemen sit you on the O line that you may be patterning your game after, so they can get a better picture of who to think about when they think about you and your game.
Like how I play my game is like, it's like really I just go out and do it. Like whatever I got to do, like my job, whatever my role is execute it for real. That's how.
Do you have a favorite player? You have a favorite player or O lineman that you watch or anything that you pattern your game after, or you just kind of just carve it? I'm Douglas. That's who I am. This is what I do.
Yeah.
I like that. Blue collar style. Height and weight. What's your measurables?
I'm probably about 6'3", around 308 right now.
6'3", 308. That's a good size, man. Especially for a center, man. Yeah. So how was camp though, man? I know you said it was hot. I want to talk about, just the grind. Is playing under Coach TC and his coaching staff, is it different than anything you've experienced? Is it
I ain't gonna lie, it's different. This probably the toughest coaching staff I've had. I ain't gonna lie. And I had some bad ones, but it's a grind for sure.
Yeah.
Push you through the ringer for real. But it's all worth it. It's gonna be worth it in the end for real. Like when I look back on it.
Absolutely. I know we had a chance to kind of be around and to watch a few practices, and we kind of saw, when camp first started. How do you feel about the progression? I know we still got a couple of weeks out before we get to the first game, and we just finished up fall camp last week. So just talk about like what's next now, like what's next in preparation as we get geared towards South Carolina State. Is it focusing on South Carolina State, honing in on assignments, or what else we working on right now?
It's really both. Honing in on assignments, like what the opponent, worrying about the opponent in front of you, studying your opponent and things like that. It's really just a mix of both.
Okay. Now, Jackson State is an HBCU, right? Past 2 years under our previous coach, I would say that the HBCUs it would probably talked about more than it has in previous times, and we're excited about that. Like we're true blue JSU Tigers, but the HBCU culture is a little different than what most talk about. Let's talk about your experience thus far as you transition. Now I know you've been there just for summer, so a lot of students aren't really there. But let's talk about your experience thus far and kind of what you're looking forward to as the school year gets started, where everyone's going to be on campus and everything's going to be at full strength.
My experience, just now that the time that I've been here, it's different for sure. Like I could tell, but how my teammates and things, like how the coaches making it sound like the experience of HBCUs is just It's another world for real. The environment. It's crazy.
There's nothing like it, man. A lot of players when they come on Tiger Talk, they talk about playing in front of us. You know what I mean? In various different settings, whether it be a PWI or whatever. The HBCU culture is definitely different. It's a different vibe, man. So I love to have you back on to kind of get your thoughts on once you experience everything. Because I got to be honest with you. We're going to take over Atlanta now. We're coming to you. You're going to see a sea of blue behind you. When you turn around, you're going to see all that blue. You're going to see the boom playing. Oh, man, adrenaline going to get to flowing. We'll be there. It's going to be fun, man. And then when we go back to Florida, we'll have another conversation because, I want to say we can't say on wax right now, but I'm just teasing. But what else are you looking forward to this season, man? Let's talk about that from the school year, from the whole season as a whole. With your teammates and kind of where you take this is your third year in college, right? Playing football.
Yes, sir.
So now you're in your junior season as a college student. You're managing, you're majoring in business. You went JUCO, you come out of Florida, now you're in Jackson, Mississippi at HBCU. Kind of capsulated. Like, what's the one thing Douglas is really looking forward to? Not what anybody told you. What's something that you personally looking forward to this season? It can be school related, it can be football related, anything.
I'm just looking forward to like stepping out on that field, hearing like the crowd roar, things like that. Just getting the feel for that. Cause I ain't never played in front of like a giant crowd like that. So
I was just about to ask you that.
I feel like that's gonna be fun. Like,
okay,
it just sounds exciting to me for real.
Yeah, I believe so. I think I was just about to ask you, what was the largest crowd you think you played in front of?
The largest crowd, like, I ain't gonna lie, probably the largest crowd I played in front of was like way back in high school. Like, that was like a long time ago for me. Felt like so.
Give me a number.
I say like 2,000, something like that. Nothing major.
Oh yeah. Well, no, that's
gonna be a lit step up for real.
So I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you.
Looking forward to it.
I would say, Doug, where you at? What you think? Yes, indeed, man. I ain't gonna keep you too much longer, man. Give me a message. What's your message to Jackson State, to Tiger Nation, man? Give me what's your message to the fans, man?
I'm looking forward to seeing y'all out there, man. We gonna ball out for sure. You know, go Tigers.
All right, man. I love it. Hey, listen, before we get out of here, go ahead and drop your socials, man, so everybody knows exactly how to find you on social media.
Yeah, my Instagram is it's big LC _Doug, and my Twitter is DJ Fowler _75. You know, so get out.
There it is. Tiger Nation. Once again, we got another one for you. Y'all know who I am, KC 1400. We got Douglas Fowler on this thing, and we appreciate you stopping by Tiger Talk, brother. All the best to you, man. Be in touch, all right? Go Tigers.
Yes, sir.
Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club is presented by Bet Online.